Hey everybody, welcome to 4 Too Many, a podcast about...
Shut up, you know we don't know what we're talking about. The important part is, I'm due-up.
Yo, it's J-Remy.
This is Dez.
And this is Sox, S-O-C-K-Z. Let's get this podcast started.
Hey everyone, Dez here. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Don't know what happened with the sound here, but I'm going to do a little cutty cut snippy snip and start you off where we aren't mutes. So, go ahead and enjoy episode 66.
Like
Yeah.
thing
Yes.
for the person.
So I tried to go forward 3 times. I'm like, fuck. So I have to fucking back up to get the fuck out.
The rocket baby shit.
Yeah.
Back forth, and then fucking floor it on like number 4.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we got pelted with snow. What didn't help is it was rain at first, and then it froze. It got, and then it snowed. And it literally snowed for about 24 hours, I think, almost.
It had to be, yeah. It's more easy.
It snowed nonstop. Just kept on snowing. It sucked.
I know the like Google weather thing. I checked in. What was it? Wednesday. It said you guys was like on a winter advisory. What the fuck it's called? But it was like 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. Like 12 inches of snow. Well, Jesus Christ, and it's legitimate inches too, not like guy measurements, so it's like legitimate snow.
Like guy measurements.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstand. White guy measurements. I know that's
What?
He measures shit like days, but
Yeah, it was bad. And then the wind on top of that, the wind was coming. So every time they would like get the roads clear, like wind would come and just fucking blow the snow all back off and then the roads.
Fucking Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it was bad. But I was gonna say, it was horrible. But there's something we got to talk about. Sean's been saving it since I think the beginning of the week, maybe since Tuesday, right? This happened Tuesday.
Monday after bowling.
So Monday after bowling. It wouldn't be an episode where we didn't bring up at least Taco Bell or something. So, Sox, you want to let us know what happened on this adventure to Taco Bell?
So it's never a dull moment when I go there. Why do I, like your fiance said, why the fuck do I keep going there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite understand it. So I get to the drive-thru and I order a drink or whatever. I'm like, hey, could I get a wild cherry Pepsi or whatever? And then I'm like, can I get whatever I got for food?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, that's fine. And then she tells me the total. Before I hit the gas to go up, some other fucking lady chimes in on the microphone. So now there's like 2.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, we don't have that. You have to get something else. And we don't have the food you want either.
What?
You have to order something else.
What? No way.
I'm like, so why did this chick just tell me, hey, it's cool, you can fucking get that. And I'm like, who? I'm like, is there 2 of you? She goes, yeah, we're both on the same microphone. I'm like, all right, why are you fucking yelling at me for? I'm like, I'm just trying to get some fucking food.
So wait, they gave you a total and everything, and then everything comes back?
I was ready to hit the fucking gas and go pay.
We ain't got that.
So I'm fucking 5 beers deep, and I'm just, my brain is fucking scrambled now because I got to reorder. And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
You have the worst luck there.
And I'm just like, God. I mean, I didn't even do anything, and this lady's like, you have to get something else. All right, motherfucker.
Jethro.
What'd you order, by the way? Do you remember?
No, I don't. The second time, no. But I wanted to get a Nacho Bel Grande and 3, whatever the taco meal was, the 3 tacos.
Oh, okay.
And of course, they don't have it. Only thing they have on the menu is fucking tacos. But I gotta get something else.
You should have been like, well, what do you got? Because tacos
Right.
is all you got. I don't know what else to do.
Tacos and nachos, all I ordered. So,
Right.
what's going on?
Or sorry, wings. Should have just got the wings, man.
You could only
Yeah.
get the wings.
It tastes like shit.
And then
Should have
they
just got the wings.
ask you what sauce you want. Yeah, could I have a little of everything? They give you fucking one mild, one fire, one...
What happened to the handfuls of shit they used to
Yeah,
give?
I mean, it's trick or treat season when I'm in there. Fucking, you gotta...
The whole top of your like little thing in the refrigerator is just Taco Bell sauces.
I got a bag full of
We got a sauce. I'll never run out of sauce. Well, we are today. No, question if y'all really run out of
They
meat.
go back on shit they have on the menu. You think they're gonna keep all your damn sauces? You greedy fuck.
I don't know. You just have. If I were you, I would never go back because that's like
It's the same Taco Bell every time, too.
that's the problem. I think.
It's the one right across from the bowling alley I go to.
On Snow.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I get why you
Maybe-
go there because it's
No,
just
you
right there.
by-
What's that?
What was that?
Maybe they just know you by your voice now, so they're just purposely fucking.
Right.
Well, you know what they are, don't you?
So proud of you.
You made it. I gotta utilize it.
All right, guys. So, just real quick, if you haven't noticed, I've probably been posting it every day or on the story, but we're still having a merchandise sale. It's gonna go all the way through this month. Everything is on clearance as the prices are as low as we can go.
We're gonna say
So-
what we said last week. We cannot go any lower.
Exactly.
We
If we
cannot.
do go any lower, we will be paying them to do the service.
My
So-
name's Mark.
So please get out there and buy some sweet merch. Also before this month's end, this is the last time you may see some of the merch on there. I may never see it again. So get it while you can. Other than that, oh yeah, hey, there's something coming up. It's called the Super Bowl. So before we move on, just wanted to get your guys' last predictions. I know our teams have changed. We didn't expect the good old Bungles to be in there. So who you got? Doo-Wop, who you taking in the Super Bowl?
I got the Rams specifically for one reason. For all them shit ass Browns fans. Oh, sorry, alleged Browns fans on the ring. Just because they're in Ohio. It don't work like that, player. They're division rivals. Fucking get over it.
Yeah,
Gross.
I've got called a lot of names for this. I got called a punk. I've got called a emotional fanboy. Since when has ever being a fanboy of your own team been something bad?
I'm not even a Browns fan, and I got roasted on Facebook by fucking 40 people.
Yeah, I got called all kinds of names because I don't root for Cincinnati.
You're a fan. What?
Yes, I literally got called names. People said I was a punk. They said I was wrong. They tried to give me the breakdown of Paul Brown. Okay, yeah, the team's named after Paul Brown, but he also left to go to a different to great Cincinnati because Cleveland did him wrong, basically. So, but still, that doesn't mean I'm going to be a fan of Cincinnati. Why does it just because Paul Brown? That's not going to make me a fan of Cincinnati. I don't get it. I thought I thought they were rivals, but I guess it's because they're in Ohio in the same state. There's 3 teams in New York. I don't think they all like each other. Just putting it out there. I don't think Bills fans are rooting for the Giants.
Hold on. Because, see, and that's how you know it's people from Ohio being from Ohio. Because go ask somebody from Texas that's a Texan fan how the Cowboys are doing. Ask a Cowboys fan how the Texans are doing.
They don't...
Go ahead and try that somewhere else and see how they work.
Right.
It don't work here.
Actually, with the fake news, first of all, there's no actual Texans.
Okay.
Let's just put
Maybe a bad example, but still, if there is a Texas fans, they're definitely not Dallas Cowboy fans. And vice versa, because I'm sure no Cowboy fans are going to be like, oh, I love the fucking Texans if they go to the Super Bowl, which they never would.
Sean Watson definitely one of his benefits for him.
Right. I just don't get it. I don't, is it that bad because we haven't had something, so now we need to latch on to another Ohio team?
My whole thing is, do you want to listen to Cincinnati's fan base talk shit about you the whole summer? If
Hell
they win,
no.
If they win?
You think anybody in Cincinnati, every time the Browns were in the playoff, you think when the Browns were in the playoffs last year, that Cincinnati was like, yes, Cleveland's in there. That's our team. No.
Because that's what Cincinnati always was. Cincinnati is a little cousin in the back of the ear. You got Cleveland and Pittsburgh sitting there. You got Cincinnati back here talking. And we just sitting here like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. No, that's the little cousin that you don't want to have at the party.
Right, it just pissed me off. This fan base can kiss my ass.
So, as I said a handful of times on all social media, 90% of Browns fans are just live in the moment, drunk fucks. That's it. So the issue is, if they'll root for the Bengals, if they win, they're Bengals fans now. It's done. Just don't even think they're coming back. If they lose, then they're going right back to, yo, you guys fucking suck, go Browns.
Right.
You couldn't have said that more better.
That's what it is, and I want to make sure everybody, if you see a Bengals thing, make sure you screenshot it. So like in 12 months from now, or sorry, like 6 months from now, when we have a good draft or something, when they come back to the Browns, no, access denied. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. All right. Sox. Who you taking?
As much as it pains me, I do think Cincinnati's going to win.
Well, it's a shocker.
I do want Odell to score and to have a cheerleader shit on his chest, though. I would like for that to occur.
Are you putting that bet? Are you putting that bet in on the line? Are you putting
Is that in Vegas?
Is that a Vegas bet?
I think that Vegas odds might be like 150,000 to 1. That might be the highest odds ever in Vegas.
But I'm going to say...
Just right there during like halftime or something.
I'm going to say 27-21 Cincinnati. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
He's taking the Tiger King.
Des?
Well, I'll be proud for a minute, and I'll still take the Rams because, as far as Cincinnati has a better team than they've had in a long time. That doesn't change anything I feel about my team, their team, nothing. I don't. Just because y'all want an acting ass now.
Who you like again? The Steelers?
Ew! What
He
the?
said ew.
Ew! What? No.
Oh, I'm saying, man.
Why do I pop in when chest shitting was a thing? Yeah,
Perfect timing.
That's
So
how we do things here, apparently.
So you're taking the Rams. Any scores? You think Odell's going to get a touchdown?
Absolutely.
I mean,
score fucking 20 games in a row now.
Odell has to. That's the when shit happens.
Shit happens.
What's that Snoop Dogg song? Drop it like it's hot, baby.
Alright. Well, I'm going with the Rams too. Obviously, I'd never root for the fucking Bungles.
I'm not rooting for them. I just think
I
that's
know,
what's going to
but you're not a Browns fan, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
not.
Anyways, you will never ever hear me rooting for the Bungles at anything they do. I can't wait to watch them lose, and I can't wait to see do upset all the fake ass fans come back, and hope we can deny them. But it would be kind of funny if Odell scored the winning touchdown. Yeah.
It's funny you said that about Bengals fans because I'm going to ask them a question next year, the first game that the Browns play Cincinnati. Who you rooting for?
Hey, thanks for the tip.
Since you're such a Bengals fan.
What's that, 3? Is that an 8? Is that a 3 or an 8? Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, I
That's a
can
3 or an 8. Oh, that's an 8. No.
So doo-wop, just take your imaginary shot. I guess you'll be due
Yeah,
for
right.
when you come back.
Yeah, I'll be knocking them out next episode because
Oh, you sure
all I got
will.
right now is almond milk and
You're good.
You sure will be knocking them out because I lined up some trivia questions that fucking...
He ain't letting us win this time. You already know that's not happening.
Yeah, we done won too much.
Yeah, that's over. that went away.
That's done.
This dude's gonna bring up questions in 1973
I'm not trying
on
to
the
pass
first day
my...
of February. What?
I'm not trying to pass my show
Revere?
off to another fucking co-host.
Paul
like I
Revere?
had last time.
What color shirt was Paul Revere wearing?
Fuck! What?
You know what? That's funny to say that.
You say that. He's out of that.
He's
Technically
like,
out there.
Yep, we're giving that one now.
Oh, man. Cheers. Cheers, do up.
Cheers.
Enjoy your almond milk or whatever you're drinking.
Never seen a teat on an almond.
Right. That hit the spot. Thank you.
Yes, who dropped the tip?
Bridget.
Who's Bridget?
Savage. The $8 dono.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
I'm just glad we got someone in the fucking chat.
Yeah. We made it.
We made it.
All right.
That's the same one we had last time. So we need one more. Come on.
Okay, one more and we'll be good.
Here's the baby.
All right, guys. You guys ready to make it rain? You guys ready to make it rain in the strip club?
I always am.
Yeah. Ready to make it rain?
Digital rain.
Yeah, digital.
Digital rain.
So, you can make it rain with Bitcoin now. You're like, what?
Rain with
Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Yeah, so this club in Vegas, Crazy Horse.
This is Vegas.
The third Crazy Horse. So I guess maybe there's Crazy Horses everywhere because we got Crazy Horses here. So I don't know if that's like a Crazy Horses
It could
everywhere.
have been a fucking...
Or just
I mean, they
luck
could
of
be
the,
the
luck of
same
the
fucking
draw.
owner.
It could be a
Right.
brand, or it could just be a bunch of people like the name Crazy Horse.
Right.
That's what he calls it.
That's what we call it. Stop it!
Only if you could do that.
So in Las Vegas, the first strip club actually to accept Bitcoin. Nice. To accept Bitcoin is now they're taking Bitcoin and you can change it into what they call dance dollars.
Dance dollars.
So if you want to get a lap dance or if you want to give tips, you can now make it rain with them in Bitcoin, which is kind of weird. I don't really understand. Like, I mean, I get it, but is this the club giving it? I don't understand. Is the club getting the Bitcoin, and are they giving the strippers the Bitcoin, or are they actually physically giving them money? It's probably the club's.
No. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the owners keeping the Bitcoin. But my thing is, I think they're like $2,500 a coin now. First of all, I don't even want to spend $25 on stamp dollars, let alone $2,500. No, fuck no.
Right. I mean, I guess they like set up the QR scan codes, so you can use them. Basically, you just whip it out, pull your phone, just click on it, and it brings up your Bitcoin wallet.
Whip it out. Whip it
Yeah, I mean, you
out,
whipping out your phone, whip out everything. Why not?
I don't know if I
You
like
take
that.
your phone and you swipe it down the butt crack too.
One of the owners of the strip club said that they really like it. Probably, obviously, like he said, they're going to get the Bitcoin for it, but it also leaves no paper trail. So there's no paper trail. There's no evidence that you were at the strip club, because you would obviously buy the Bitcoin, and people wouldn't know that you bought the Bitcoin to buy the stripper. So I guess he's saying, hey, if your wife doesn't like you going to strip club, here's another way to go to the strip club. He also said with COVID, it less chances of you touching the stripper or putting the money on them and all that. I don't know if that takes away from your experience at the strip club or whatever you're doing, but
That might be I wonder if your boy Clive's thinking about that.
You're right. So I just think
don't
it's
like
crazy.
that shit
I don't
at all.
I don't like it, but I guess maybe
It's the future.
it's the future.
I don't know anything about that, but like, is it like the dollar amount, the same dollar amount?
No.
Or is it,
No.
Oh, God, no. It's literally like $2,500 for
So
one Bitcoin. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ridiculous margin.
I won't be buying one of those.
So-
No.
it's pretty much Bitcoin is like having a digital stock that's just for Bitcoin, and it is not attached to a company. Nothing. It's just attached to itself. It's Bitcoin.
You said $2,500 for one?
About actually.
It's
Currently.
something. Last time I looked, I thought it was like up to like 3,100, but I'm pretty sure it's crashed since then.
Currently,
So we're never buying one of those. Let's be honest.
No. I mean, now they're worth a lot of money. Before you can get in there, but
One Bitcoin. Oh. We accept the terms and agreement.
gotta accept it. Gotta agree. You can't just go in there and.
One Bitcoin
Calculate. Gotta agree.
$41,000.
41,000.
$41,000 is one Bitcoin.
So you're spending a lot of money.
So, well, now that depends. Now, are they charging you one Bitcoin for these transactions, or are they charging you the fraction that equals the US dollar?
Yeah, they didn't specify that, but I would imagine.
That's fucking insane.
I'm sure you're not going in
There's
there.
no way they're going to charge you. Oh, this is one Bitcoin. Yeah,
It's got to be the fraction. Right?
It's got to be the fraction of a Bitcoin.
I absolutely think they're going to charge one Bitcoin. This guy, if you read, like you said about the not being able to touch the stripper or whatever, like trying to it's a public service announcement. They're obviously just trying to rob people of access Bitcoin. He's hoping Floyd Mayweather comes on with a fucking fart on from Viagra and just drops a bunch of Bitcoin.
Rock hard.
He's trying to rob people of fucking investments. That's what it is.
Wait, speaking of Odell,
41,000?
Yes.
I got my extra.
I know what you're about to say.
good point. Speaking of Odell, we were just talking about him. Didn't he request to get paid in Bitcoin, and it ended up backfiring him or something? I don't know the whole story.
So the funny thing is, he requested his salary from the Rams to be paid in Bitcoin, which he'd be the third player in NFL history to do this. The first one dumb enough to get fucking screwed by it. I want to say that there was a left tackle for the Panthers who got paid for it. Now, offhand, I don't remember his name. Darrell Williams, but ended up paying out like $21 million for the one season he got paid. Odell's contract is currently worth, based in Bitcoin, about I'll round up and say $56,000 for the season.
Oh,
that sucks.
So, but not even a full Bitcoin.
Right.
So,
Why would you want to do that, though? I mean, I guess I get it.
I guess the risk and reward, right?
yeah, well, again, like I want to say it's Darrell Williams. I had to look into it, but that guy, he accepted it when it was a smaller amount, when it was like $1,000 of Bitcoin, and he ended up making $21 million in a year's worth of Bitcoin. Like what he made in that season is now valued at like $21.5 million worth of Bitcoin.
Was he really good or not really?
Like, got kind of screwed the pooch.
Is he good? That dude?
He's I'll have to look. I don't know what happened to. I don't think afterwards the Panthers paid him. Like they obviously paid him for that contract, but I don't think they gave him a long-term contract. But
was he worth $21 million? You think or no?
Oh, absolutely. Not many linemen worth $21 million, but I mean, at that time the Panthers. It was like I want to say 3 years ago. So the Panthers were like, we don't know what the fuck this is, but if we got to pay this man in Chuck E. Cheese tokens, I'll pay it. Shit, why not?
Right.
I do love me some Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
That's essentially what it is. It's just like a digital Chuck E. Cheese token. Nobody owns the rights to it except for you. There's no I love the no paper trail. Like, yeah, sure. I'd be more pissed if my financial advisor found out I slipped a Bitcoin at a strip club than my wife.
Right.
Well, if you're trying to tell me that you'll save me the safety risk of having to touch a stripper by putting, my hard-earned fucking what is a dollar, a Benjamin Franklin or whatever, if I can't put $1 in a G-string, that is the entire point of it. Like the ambiance of rants and pussy just in your face. But
who's on the dollar bill?
The issue of having to touch it.
I mean, I agree. And I think that takes away from the whole make it rain. That's why I said at the beginning it was kind of a joke. But people that's a thrill to go in there and throw a bunch of dollar bills, and that just takes away from it. I guess we are entering the
Can I throw
the digital age.
Can I throw a sidebar in real quick?
Oh boy, here we go.
Bert sidebar.
Oh okay. I thought this was a thrown under the bus type sidebar.
So when we went to Pittsburgh. And we went to that Pittsburgh Cheerleaders of Pittsburgh strip club. Mm-hmm. I'm in the back getting a dance or whatever. Because this chick was pounding me for like fucking 3 hours. I'm like, all right, fine. She's giving me a lap dance. You know what she says? You know you can touch me wherever you want, right? I'm just like, I'm like, fuck Vegas then. Fuck that fucking place.
20. Was it 20?
I will not tell you what occurred, but I think it was $20.
$20 got you a holler, huh?
What?
It got hot in there for a little bit.
Yes. Did they take you like in a 3 different like stories? They took
I thought it was in a fucking haunted house.
What?
Dude, yeah, they fucking lead you. I'm like, am I gonna get fucking Tony Soprano or what the fuck? No, dude, it was like a fucking 4-minute walk, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Look, he walked in the back, and they grabbed him, and they blindfolded him, and then took him. You won't know where you're going.
Can't know the location of the back room.
You're coming with me, motherfucker.
Right.
You realize I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub in Mexico with a hole in my kidney.
Right.
Or a hole in my
Right.
I'm glad I still had both of them because
Right.
losing one today.
I don't know.
$20. Oh, that tells you a lot. You can't even get a fucking OnlyFans membership for $20 anymore.
No, you can't.
It's crazy.
You cannot.
Wait.
What's the matter?
YouTube censors FAB. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look, we're fucking changing the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Good job, Socks.
Well, I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
YouTube has now banned FAB, so it's over there. Like we can see it in our chat, but we cannot see it in our chat. If you're listening to us, the word FAB is banned on
YouTube.
On YouTube,
Because we don't have any words banned on our stream.
but you know
What
that's
does that mean?
So if somebody puts it
What
in a
does
message,
FAB mean?
FAB mean?
nice one. You almost
but
got us.
that means YouTube knows.
But see, FAB can mean.
YouTube knows.
Wait
what
a minute, FAB
means.
can mean a lot of things, all right?
Give me a week.
It's
Give me a week. I'll come up with some shit.
Yeah, you do that. Come up with a list of alternative FABs, and then we're gonna contact YouTube and be like, "Whoa, you really banned this?"
It stands for fuck ass bills.
That was really.
Stands for.
There you go, fuck ass bills.
I was really already trying to think about him, but I know we got a show to do.
He's gonna be over here jotting them down.
Let me get a pen.
All right, guys. So, the strip club and Bitcoin, man, that's crazy. I never think we would see that, but I guess it's a part of the.
So, we were supposed to be seeing Bitcoin in stores like years ago. So the fact that it's slowly creeping up means that everybody was full of shit 5 years ago.
Right, it's now just getting its real traction, I guess.
Kind of. Everybody's liking using it because they're like, there's the whole no paper trail. That's one of the whole. Everybody likes that it has no paper trail. Everybody likes that you don't have to have money, and as long as whatever money you have in Bitcoin sits in Bitcoin, you could be making more money. Who knows? Whatever happens that day.
Right.
But if you sit there and watch it, you'll be like, them motherfuckers. Like, whoever invested early probably did some things.
Yeah.
And whoever is buying up all the damn graphics cards to mine it now is probably making some money.
That is one thing I think we'll have to get in, like, I'll have to, like, get into or whatever. I don't really understand the whole mining thing. Like, maybe you'll have to explain that to
literally
me.
just running a bunch of information to get your own Bitcoin off of somebody else's shit.
Oh, okay. I seen it. I haven't like got really deep into it, but I know like I see people like now building their own little things, and now I see people selling them.
Oh, this has been
And
going
they're
on.
like
This
for-
has been going on for a while.
Probably, but I'm assuming now like it's actually being seen by like like us or whatever. There's probably been like a people weren't selling it to just anybody, but now
The graphics card shortage has been going on since like what was it, 2015?
it's been a long time, right?
It's been a while.
I know that I seen like the other day. I seen a guy. He called it his rig. He said his rig was the $2,000. He was selling it for $2,000, and he said it made like 76 cents a day. So I don't know how that figures out, Duop, you're the mathematician. I don't know how long it would take to get to the 2,000, and I don't know if it's worth spending 2,000 on something that makes 76 cents.
7 years.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how this.
But that's to see, and that's the thing. That's to leave it on running constantly in your house.
And it has to be able to perform like it has.
Yes,
to
it
be
has to
able
have enough power, and it has to be able to run constantly
You're gonna
every
pay
day
running
in your house.
76 cents a day in electricity running that much.
That's what I was thinking too, because people were asking how much electricity does it use, because it doesn't sound like it's making very much of a profit, and it's not worth it at that point. And then, will the equipment last that long too? Like,
well, so here's the thing, in kind of like a year or 7, but a couple years you might be able to get out of it. Maybe it does run it a lot harder, so you lose it real quick. But
so before you would even make the money back, you would probably have to get new. So
yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, and also considering that they come out with new graphics cards every year.
Mm-hmm. So basically, he's just hoping for some dummy to like think he's jumping on the train, basically.
He's trying to make his electricity money back. He already got the Bitcoin in his account. He wants his electricity money back.
Gotcha.
That's exactly what's happening.
Gotcha.
So he's going to sell the rig because he doesn't need it no more. And he's going to bank on... Because everything you mine, all you spent to do it was what your rig was worth.
Right.
So if you could sell the rig off for about as much as you paid for it, and then you already mined however long you sat there doing it, now you just wait for the value of Bitcoin to go up.
Makes sense.
It's free
That's
money
what
for you.
That's the whole thing I was kind of like weird about. I didn't know the minding and all that.
Got a quick question. Every time somebody says paperless, like there's no paper trail, first thing that comes to mind is money laundering. And listen, that shit don't like that. I feel the same way. Like that people spend all that money for art. I feel it's just the easiest way to like launder money.
The problem
without like legally launder money.
The problem is it's not easy. That isn't easy to do because there's other tax things that get involved. There's a bunch of you're not just gonna clean your money with Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself doesn't have a paper trail, but the money that you put into it still had the paper trail. It stopped after the fact.
Right.
So
there was some original, there's the original investment, obviously.
There's still, Bitcoin, the taxation on Bitcoin is still changing. They're still updating stuff on how Bitcoin gets taxed every couple years. Because they're not ready for it either.
It's probably going to change even more. Like, as it gets more popular, more people have it, it's going to change. Listen, the government's going to get their money.
They get their money, especially...
I want to throw something out there. Fuck a Bitcoin exchange policy. How about you put in the dollar change, like the bowling alley, when you put in the dollar and use it for cars. Yeah. Why don't you put that in the damn strip club? Make the sluts work hard. Fuck it. Everybody loves a sweaty stripper. You know you gotta work too.
You were fucking throwing quarters at her.
Hey, have you ever seen old westerns when they shoot at each other's feet and shit? You just throw the quarters at your toes and try and make a dance. Fuck.
Fucking injured strippers. Injured strippers because you fucking pelted her in the hook and forehead.
I should have seen it. No, that's a roll of quarters. Fuck off.
All right, man. All right. I guess let's get into something maybe a little more serious. This is.
Chat's not working.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the chat because we were seeing it in the other thing. Anyways, so this is something we've been doing lately on my shows. It's been two and a half months since I've done a show, but we like to do what's called Round the Table, and it's pretty much an open discussion. Des kind of gave me this idea on his episode because we kind of got into it on his last episode, but I twisted it up a little
stealing
bit.
From me.
Sorry, Des, but you gave me an idea.
Fucking white people.
Basically, the topic is fucking white people. They always stealing shit. Anyways, Up's not
Take
disagreeing.
credit for the black man's
Right.
work on Black History Month.
Damn.
That sandwiches.
Des got his first spin. Oh, nice. Yes.
Yo.
I think he might deserve it. Let's get a round of shots for that.
Hey, I'm good. I'm down.
All
for
right,
it.
round of shots for that.
He's like, wait.
What?
You
No,
making
you
him
can't-
old one?
you can't do it.
You can't do it.
Catch. Yeah, that deserves a round of
You gotta
shots.
get that kind of good. If you act like you throw it, I just like actually catch one.
Right, that'd be sweet.
That's shit we can do.
I'm getting dizzy.
Hey.
That's 5 tonight.
Des, other than mayo on turkey sandwiches, stealing shit is the only white culture or only white fucking thing we have.
You
We know how
know.
to do, so stop.
Dang, okay.
Anyways, so
That's fine. Y'all still major shit, we still petty shit. It happens.
Hey, man.
oh, you were on one tonight, I see.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He's hangry. He's hungry as fuck.
You're hangry, huh?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
All right, cheers.
Don't go to
Cheers
Taco
to
Bell
that.
if you're angry.
Right. Wink.
All right. Sorry, Doo-Wop. You have plenty of time to make up next week.
Say that again.
So this week's around the table, we're going to talk about content creators, but we're going to talk about how they're affecting the youth.
All right,
The
how
youth
much
of
time
our
we got
nation.
left on this episode? Because we're about to use the rest of it right now.
I know this is right up this alley, but first of all, I just want to start off. How do you feel like? Do you feel that the youth is being changed by content creators? Like, are they becoming lazy, or are they becoming more creative? Somebody just dropped something in there, and I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, come on.
Bridget, was that you? Please stop.
Sure was. 3. No, that's only 3, so she's picking.
All right, Bridget gets to pick who's going to take a shot. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
I already know.
We'll let her.
It would
answer.
blow. It would completely blow my mind if she picked somebody else.
I think Des should take it.
It's for
But anyways.
daddy.
It's for
Yo!
daddy.
I quit. I quit.
She's trying to get the treatment later.
You gotta let it hit harder next time. There you go.
I don't want to break the table or the mic.
Oh, no, what?
Brett, I'm gonna need you to relax. Stop talking about Des' dick and get back to the damn podcast. It's Friday.
Sorry, wrong day. Sorry. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion, but do we think that these content creators now that are coming out are changing the way that you think? Like, are they becoming more lazy? Or is it making the youth more creative? I mean, there's a lot of people saying content creators are ruining our youth by making them not want to actually do any physical work and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. Hopefully it'll bring
Oh, snap! It's yours!
all right, safety
Yo.
first. Yeah, I don't have to drive. I'm good. I'm cool. I'll take it.
Hey! I appreciate that. That's what I appreciate about
No.
you.
And I ain't gotta drive either.
Right.
Oh, damn, yeah. Right?
So now you both are safe. Look at that. Good
Hey,
job.
me either.
Good job. I ain't got to drive either because I'm staying at home.
I don't want to say it makes them lazy, but if you're good at what you do,
I don't even know where
Should
to
I-
start
I
with
think
this. Yeah, you know,
if you're good at what you do and you're making money off it, then I'm not gonna hate on you other than that fuckface dogface. Because I think he's horrible. I think he's horrible for the youth.
What about
But
the Paul brothers?
You know what? I saw a TikTok with my boy Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Love my boy Beetlejuice.
They showed him a picture of Jake Paul. They're like, "This guy wants to fucking box you."
Yeah, he said
He goes, "I'll beat the fuck out of you."
Great did. Love Beetlejuice, by the way. If you do not follow Beetlejuice on TikTok, he is back. We haven't seen him in a long time. I used to watch Howard Stern all the time.
They showed him they showed a picture. He's like, "Who the fuck is that?"
That's exactly how he said it. If you don't follow Beetlejuice, please go on TikTok. I don't know his TikTok name, but just look up Beetlejuice and I'm sure it'll pop up. He is awesome. But yeah, I mean,
But seriously, if you're if you're killing it and making money, what can you say?
Is it? Do you think it's going down? Like, I understand some content's awesome and great content, but there's a lot of this content that's just trying to get people's attention, and it's like a quick money grab. And
y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
I mean, is it a certain degree to that that's making everybody think they can just create whatever the fuck they want and not have to put in the work to get to
They
it?
don't even stop there. So,
All right, this is about to break it down. See, this is why I picked this one, because I knew
two problems and one positive of content creators on the internet. Letting anyone be a content creator is terrible for multiple reasons. Job-wise, one thing you figured out is when if people have the option not to work, they're going to figure out how to not work. Pursuing content creation is just like pursuing acting, like pursuing music, except you don't have to move to LA to do it. You could do it right in the comfort of your own home. So the problem is people can pursue it for years knowing they're bad at it, or not knowing they're bad at it, everyone acknowledging that they're bad at it, but them not accepting it themselves. Positive, though, is you're gonna make these companies start look at like how they run things. Okay, maybe we need that automation more now than we needed before, because we need lower manpower for some of these jobs that have turnover rates out just right out the door. Problem: companies aren't ready for it, and people are already ready to stop working.
I mean, that's been going on.
And it's going to keep going on until either people start going to work these jobs and these jobs make it comfortable to stay, or the automation happens.
Question for you, do you feel that since COVID, or the C word, that this has really took
That's a lot of people are doing.
Took an extra height because now people have more time to spend at home? Or do you feel like this was in the making no matter what?
That it was already, so we were probably on the smooth track towards it before.
And then,
now
COVID real quick, right?
Was an instant like where we would have been in the past 2 years. Now we shot ahead.
Probably
it's like,
put us
look,
a
we
couple
need it
of
now.
years ahead, right?
We need it now when we were probably a couple years away from it before.
I agree 100%. I think it's come so fast now because we had that COVID time where people were able just to spend at home and like, oh fuck, I got to do something. I'm gonna make some money somehow.
I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know if this is relevant, but what I talked about last week was I followed somebody that is not popular, and they had a fucking badass video, and everyone fucking stole it. And got fucking paid hardcore for it.
Yep.
And they got left in the fucking...
It's because they didn't have the following like the other person did.
Because now that content creation is everywhere, it's way more dog eat dog than acting is.
I don't know if that's relevant for this conversation.
No,
it is.
It's anything.
That's another thing that's another problem is...
This is up his alley more than it would be mine, I guess.
No, I mean, I think you you watch enough. You watch TikTok. There's enough content creators
about
on
5
there.
hours a day.
You see enough of them. You see enough.
TikTok between TikTok and Twitter, and two T's.
Mm-hmm.
It's some crazy mess.
I just like your reference with the like moving to LA and becoming a.
Now you can do that in the comfort of your house.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so like there's. So many people doing
that
it.
in Buffalo, New York.
And I think it takes
exactly
like when you go to LA, like
Buffalo, New York, with the cows.
But in LA, when you go there, like if you're a bad actor, you're obviously not going to get gigs, and you're going to get that realization right away.
You get there, you do that, and then guess what?
Okay, do right. There might be some people out there, but I'm just saying, in general sense, there is some people that are bad actors and they won't get jobs, and then they got to be a bartender or they got to do something in that.
They find a job out there until either they can come back or.
bartenders always seems to be like the job that you find up
Or what else do they do out in LA if nothing works out?
OnlyFans.
Oh, that and what else?
I guess those are content
that's
creators,
another-
right?
that's a whole
That's
nother
a whole
issue.
other thing. But
That's on the list too. I'm gonna check off all these boxes as we go through this conversation.
What I was gonna say was what my favorite person in the world, Mia Khalifa, does, but
That happens out there.
shout out.
So do
I
I.
love you, girl.
I know we've been talking a lot, but I want to get you to chime in here. So how do you feel, Duop? Is it changing the youth? Is it changing the culture? What is it doing? Like, what do you feel that it's doing?
So or I want to say Des alluded to it. Actually, I think all of you did. The issue is, motherfuckers is lazy. If they can make $1 not having to work, they will. But here's the fun fact: is back in the day, it was an important thing to instill in your children to work hard anyways. So the issue is that breeding a lazy youth is on the parents, not because of TikTok. The issue I actually like is you're gonna find when these motherfuckers, and it's not just children, because there's older people out there, they get to find out real quick they suck. They thought, oh, they're gonna bust their ass and actually be an actual accountant, not me, but and you can attempt to be a content creator. And then the internet is the internet will let you know exactly about yourself very quickly. So, you might be saying, hey, you gotta find out by the time you're 21 if you're gonna wind up like the future Mrs. Socks, Miss Khalifa and all, but
I
find out that you're not talented as you're younger. I think children knowing they're talented is important, but fuck, I don't want to see all you motherfuckers you taking up valuable air for good creators because the youth, it's cool. There's cute shit out there. The issue is that it will dilute the market, but the internet will let them know very fucking quickly that they suck.
I think
You're
you're right.
He's right.
They will let you know you suck, but I also feel like
point depends on what
I feel like
space you're
some
going
people.
into.
I feel like some people still will turn that
'Cause-
into something else. Like
Well-
there's this one guy. Okay, I don't know his name, but I always see his videos. He basically they make fun of him every time. He puts in these fake teeth and he wears this fake chain. And Doo-Wop's laughing, and now everybody's laughing because they know who he is. He's this white dude, white kid from the suburbs that acts like he's a gangster. Yeah. I'll buy you, and he acts like he's got a bunch of money and everything. And he's
He's broke.
He's definitely broke. He's just a
He's definitely
He's just a normal average dude that probably wouldn't get no attention anywhere else. But he's obviously turned his negative attention into something because he keeps on doing these videos, and then you still get these people that will be like, "Oh, your chain's fake" or whatever.
I tried to get $200 off him. He wouldn't give me $200.
Which was funny. That's funny. The other day, I seen they were making fun of him because he went to the electrical box and
Thursday,
he was acting like the electrical box where you gotta he was acting like it was a safe inside of his house, and everybody's like no, that's electrical box, bro. And people just make fun of him, but he's capitalized off this though. He's got a ton of followers, a ton of people that are constantly responding to him and everything. And I think if he was out in the real world getting that kind of hate, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. But
that's kind of a discrepancy between what is satire and what is like you're going out of the he's gone here getting his hate. His hate is a part of his content because that's what's getting him it's satire. He's doing it to get that.
Comments and likes are going to get
That's what I'm saying. Like in the real world, if you got the hate, there wouldn't be no it'd be you got the hate outside. Like say you went through something, you suck ass.
Okay, no. Turn that around, look a little dicky. That's a perfect. Sure, look a little dicky. He literally has a career of getting made fun of, on purpose, and that made him money.
True, but Little Dicky can spit bars, though, man.
I don't know about no Little Dicky, so.
Little Dicky can spit bars.
Little Dicky can spit bars, and that is very true. But he made his career.
But you're right.
Getting made fun of.
Yeah, because
that's the difference between satire and being serious. Like if that dude was going on there being serious and he wasn't trying to make money off of his content, then it'd be like, okay, that's weird.
You know who another person was like that? That was on MTV. What was his name? Andy McAnallis. You know what I'm talking about? Milanakis. Sorry.
Say that again, motherfucker.
No, fuck, I don't even know how I said it.
Cock.
Bukakis. Whoa! Thursday to escape this bitch real quick. Real strong. Anyways.
He's like, I'm not coming back. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you. What is wrong with you guys? I left and you guys are fucking... Anyways.
I'll tell you guys later. I'm going to cancel my flight.
But
I mean, Island Boys. That's a perfect example right there.
Oh yeah, perfect Island Boys, yeah. But look, they got songs coming out. They've been on. They were on the podcast with the Paul brothers. I mean, I agree with you.
So here's
you
the thing.
make a valid point.
That's what we're coming more to. There are a lot of negative role models that can show a very negative light, and kids are consuming that content.
Yeah, to say that it's still okay to do that.
This is okay. But here, like, the problem has been the internet. The problem's been the internet for a long time. Because it's not just the youth now. You could do fucking interviews on the street and be like, hey, what's 52 times 9? And somebody will tell you 7. Like,
no, you're not lying.
No, you're so fucking right.
And they're like not fake either.
No, they're being dead ass serious. Like, there's so many people dumbed down because of the internet, and a lot of things. There's a lot of things that have cropped up that have never, like, literally. You got people with wild ass political views that make no sense. You've got people that are extra hateful. Like, you might as well bring back the KKK because these people fit right into the group. You've got people that would blow up the country that they're living in and not move before they blow it up just because they hate the country so much because what they hear on the internet just fits what they think.
Come on, man. We had, 20 years of the goddamn Kardashians. They ain't the internet's fault.
All I know right now...
They are there.
All I know right now is Dez is spitting bars right now, guys. Dez is fucking spitting bars right now.
It's wild.
He's telling the truth, though. But you're right. This is why I wanted to have this conversation. It's perfect because you're right, though. Like, even the negative stuff...
Random things that you never think of. When was the last time you heard about a Nazi?
Yeah, that just came up. Like I know something.
I could say that right now, but I'm gonna.
I know. Bathroom break, potty break. But you know, I don't want to get too involved, but I know there's something. Whoopi Goldberg said something about Nazis and it's not a racial issue, and there's all kind. I don't. So, that's a sticky situation.
Whoopi went out and said something dumb.
Yeah.
And it's the internet because all these things get talked about on the internet, and people take the stuff people say on Twitter very, very seriously now.
Yeah, I think.
No idea.
I think a lot of the internet has changed our minds or made us feel some way about certain things that probably isn't realistic.
What happened is you literally could have weird ideas or hear weird ideas for somebody on the internet. You get a circle of people that all talk the same shit, so now you believe it. Mm-hmm. And because you only talk to that circle of people, there's nothing to ever take you out of that.
Right. Yeah, it's just what they would, like conspiracy theory people. Like, everything is a conspiracy. Everything that happens nowadays, there's a conspiracy about. Look, don't get me wrong. I do believe that there is some kind of things that happen with the government, and we don't like to get political. And I feel like there is some things.
It goes
but
far.
People think that every fucking thing that happens.
It goes very, very far.
But you know what kills me about that, Des? is they're the same people saying these fucking politicians and all these people are retarded and stupid.
Oh, they're so stupid.
But
They
so
can't
how-
get
yeah,
anything done.
They can't get anything done. But how
they
the
can
fuck
put
did they think
together
about this whole
the
conspiracy?
entirety of 9/11.
Exactly. That's my thing. In the same sense, you will sit there and call these people stupid and call them idiots and call them retarded or whatever you want to call them. But if they're so retarded, how the fuck did they think about this? How did they make this big magical thing happen? And we're all tricked about it. Like,
the truth is, it's sitting somewhere in between, and nobody really wants to actually give a shit about it. That talks about it.
it's true.
Well,
Go ahead, Joe.
y'all
I know
are
you want to talk.
completely overlooking the fact they're dumping chemicals in the water to turn off the fucking thrones too. Alex Jones is going to be there. And let's not forget about all the goddamn congressman. Was it baby's blood in the basement of the fucking pizza parlor in D.C., man?
Yo!
Oh, Area 51, my guy.
Area 51.
I mean, just
Stay calm.
I think there's just so much, and I think you touched on it. There's just so much shit out there on the internet. It's everything is so diluted and
Kids are absorbing this shit. College kids are absorbing this shit.
So, and I wanted to have this conversation, and it led to where I wanted it, and I think it's perfect. So, what do you think this generation that's coming up now, the teenagers and everything, how do you think this affects them in the long run? Like, where do you think our country's going? Like, is this going to be the downfall of us? This thought and the way we're acting as we are now, will this like ruin this younger generation? Like, how do we go from here? And that's where I was trying to. I know this is it opens that gate, and I think this is a longer conversation that we could probably have. But do you feel that this is the beginning of ruining
I think
America and what we have?
I think
what it is.
It ain't just America, so we're all fucked already.
Right, sorry.
We're all fucked together.
I shouldn't have said America. I should have said the whole world.
I think the generation below us has already proven that it's probably not going to be good. I feel like.
So the problem is, so you got it trickling down, and what nobody wants to talk about is it's not just certain generations. Certain generations are the parents of other generations. So when people stop doing their job up here, down here, they're looking at it like, oh, well, the computer raised me, the TV raised me, the phone raised me. Why didn't they do their job? You know what I'm sorry?
No,
Listen,
you're right. I guess I'll agree with that.
I love, obviously, I was saying I was birthed by baby boomers, so y'all kind of started that trend of missing the mark. So then y'all had children, and they had children that started to miss the mark. And it's going to keep going and going until...
He's not lying. And like, I fight a battle every day of my life, like teaching my kids that the internet and everything is not just life. There's other things out there. But it is a battle, man. It is so hard because there's so many, they're friends, and there's so many people around them that are constantly doing this shit. So it is a battle, like, and being, I was raised different. I was raised old school, like, you worked for everything you had, and that's why, I know I'm old as fuck. I already know I'm a dinosaur age, but I was just raised old school, and like in this shit that's happening nowadays isn't it's not good for me, and I hate it. And like the kids, they'll battle with me every day because I like when I was outside shoveling the snow, I said wait till next week. I'm gonna get a shovel because I ain't got no shovel, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to shovel. They're like, shovel snow? What? We don't want to shovel snow. Shit, when I was a kid, dude, I was running around shoveling everybody's damn snow to make $20, $15.
Oh, fucking relax there, Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if you have fucking sold baseball cards and you're still in the fucking room and shit. Nobody fucking cares.
This is why I love
the first
you.
issue here is every generation said this about every generation.
No, that's it. You're right. You're right. You're right.
About your generation.
You're right. You're right. We all.
Before there was the internet, there was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So shut the fuck up. Stop being the get off my lawn guy, and please just fucking calm your tits.
You are right about the old every generation. I agree, but there's certain things that this generation has done that's a lot different from what our parents were bitching about what we were doing, or you know what I mean?
Absolutely. We stopped beating our fucking children and teaching them properly. The issue is the boomers wanted to love their children more than their parents loved them and give them participation awards because the children who got participation awards didn't decide themselves to get them. Their parents was like, no, my Johnny can't catch a football. And he said, yeah, fucking love your children enough to teach them properly. Participation awards were created by the boomers to make their shitty, untalented children feel better about the fact daddy and mommy didn't love them.
You better listen.
Fucking, that's right. That's the issue.
Amen.
Beat the fuck out of you.
Amen.
Joking.
I know, don't beat your children, but you're right.
I hope Adrian Peterson's listening to this shit.
What I want to say before we jump out of this conversation, we're funny, we laugh, and we joke around, but this is what I love about this segment. It brings out the serious side in us, and you get to hear some things that you probably wouldn't normally hear from us. Des, I definitely brought this one up for you. You inspired me on the last time. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But yeah, these are always good conversations. I love it. This is becoming one. Oh, I know. That's why I was like, I gotta end it at some point. But I love this segment that I brought because I think you get to see a different side of us and a different side of what we we're all about comedy.
I'm glad he stole this.
Funny stories.
I'm glad he fucking stole this from you.
Yeah, I think he appreciates though because as soon as I brought it up, the smile on his face was like, yes, let me get this. He biting this motherfucker.
Yes, I'm glad you appropriated me, J-Remy.
Anyways. Alright. Moving on to something way more serious.
Or he's just gonna sit around and suck your own dick for the next 20 minutes.
Sorry, I'm
moving on.
I'm moving on. Relax. I'm moving on to something more.
Chill.
So guys, how do you guys feel about sex without no nut? How do you feel about that?
Excuse me, what?
This is what I feel about the Impossible Whopper. Next.
All right. So this rapper named Joey Badass, Joey Badass,
sounds kind of Italian.
He's explained how he rarely likes to ejaculate during sex. Basically, what he was saying is, in a short term, he doesn't like to ejaculate because he feels like he's losing a piece of himself. So
him and Clive ain't getting along. Let's be honest.
Clive's giving to the people. Look. Clive's
giving to the people.
He's giving to the people. He's enjoying his moment.
Enjoying his moment.
Joey Badass feels like if he ejaculates, he's giving away a piece of himself, and just doesn't want to do that. In this interview, he basically said he said he'd rather not bust a nut. Period. Because I'd rather. I'd rather preserve my life. So he feels that if he busts a nut, that's his fucking dying already.
Yes.
He feels like if he busts a nut, that he's not preserving his life, and
he and Joey Badass ain't gonna get along.
So,
I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay, hold on.
So he was quoted before. Let me just tell you what he. I'm gonna add a little fuel on the fire here.
Okay.
He feels that when a man ejaculates, by the way, this is not scientifically proven, that you lose blood cells, you lose energy, and you're depleted. Now, I've never heard any of this proven. The only thing I ever heard was that when you're having sex, that you lose a lot of calories. What you burn a lot of calories. So I thought that was a good thing. I didn't know that I was losing blood cells and any of that. I just didn't have no idea. But none of this is proven. This is just how Joey Badass feels. Guys, how do you feel?
No, hold on.
Ahead, Des, talk.
First of all, have any of y'all ever listened to Joey Badass?
No.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a
rapper.
But I guess anybody be a rapper.
That makes sense.
Doo-Wop, you heard of Joey Badass?
No, I have not. He sounds like the villain in like a child's cartoon.
So, like, he's one of those that And I want to say he came from around the same time. His music is kind of all over the place. So this sounds like literally what his thought process must be in his head. What you're explaining right now is literally must be his thought process.
He's all over the fucking
because this. Listen.
So when I originally heard the story, I was thinking he doesn't like to ejaculate because he's not a big time rapper, obviously, but he's a rapper, so like, you know, he would get these random females. I was thinking that he would
count as big time.
I've heard of him. I don't know a lot of his music, but I have heard of him.
He was popular
At some point.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Let's
just say he's been popular enough to attract and get a lot of different females, right? Mm-hmm. So he hasn't a big enough career. So I was just thinking he was like, all right, I don't like to bust a nut because I don't want to have a bunch of kids running around. But then when I got into the story, I found out that he really feels like busting a nut.
Okay. Now, it's February, so Black History Month. So we're education here. Just a little bit, just a little tidbit here.
We're about to get taught.
It's funny when it is not just black people, but black men like to do it very often. And it's not just men, but it's period. Black people do it a lot. Black men do it even more. When you come up with when you have some weird thing that you do or don't do, you have to make the entire story behind why it makes sense. You have to make the whole justification. There has to be the whole story on why it makes sense that you don't do a thing everybody else does.
I kind of understand what you're saying because I'm black from the waist down, but I know where you're going.
I'm guys, like I know we're all in the same room. We're all here talking about this. I don't think anybody in this room, and I don't think Doo-Wop out there, doesn't prefer to not ejaculate while having sex. I don't think any of us are like, nah, I'm gonna lose a little bit of blood cells, and I don't want to take my life away because I'm about to ejaculate.
What really happened to this man was he had post-nut clarity once, and it was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this ever again.
So he's went on to say that he somehow, this is funny, he's went on to say somehow that he is able to hold his sperm, and he's learned how to hold it. Like, he doesn't come. He's trained himself to not come because... What the fuck's going on here?
You're not paying attention to the chat, my guy.
I see that.
You got one, Megan.
Yes.
Everybody's getting on that spin around here. But I'm just saying, in a sense, like, I don't understand why. Like, there's no scientific proof that you're going to lose anything about you or lose who you are because you ejaculate. Most people like to ejaculate and have an orgasm because of the feeling and the it's where you need to get to. Like, I've never heard anyone like, no, I don't want to get to that point. We got to stop that point. Like, I understand you don't want to get no one pregnant or whatever. I get that.
Well,
I get that.
If Mia Khalifa was around.
I'm trying
to have numerous kids.
This guy's poking holes in the condoms.
That's right. Exactly.
But I mean, but I just don't understand, like, where this guy thinks that just not getting to that point is any good. And does anybody even have a? I get where you're saying that he's got to, like,
he has this weird thing that he has to make this whole story to justify it.
But see, like, I would just be like, no, I sleep with a lot of different women. I just don't want to have kids. That's fine. But to say that you don't like to get to that point, which in sense,
he really wanted, his life's passion was to be a part of the Blue Man Group. So he hoped his nuts could get him there. That's the
fucking camera's shaking. You got a spin chair and a camera shaking. This is a world record. How many times you spun it? You dizzy over there?
I am, man. I've been a lot.
What I'm saying, do give us some kind of sense. I don't know what. I don't even know how to respond to this. I'm still confused. I get what he's saying about if you have some kind of crazy thing, you gotta have this.
Yeah, a whole story to justify it.
But what? most people have sex to get to that orgasm, right? Am I off here?
No, see, so the fun thing about that is not most people. That is the way, whichever power you believe in. That's why that's why it was designed to be pleasurable. Because if it wasn't pleasurable, we wouldn't fucking reproduce.
Exactly.
And the fact this motherfucker goes full Jedi fucking knight on his fucking own dick in the middle of sex.
Right. Right. I mean,
I would spin, but my feet are up.
you know, most of the guys are like, "Dick, don't fail me now." Come on, stay up. You know, most guys are like, "Dick, don't fail me now" type shit. This guy's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna hold my sperm. I'm just gonna hold on to it." Like, what?
My boy Clive don't be playing.
And he also said he does not masturbate at all.
Fuck
He
that.
feels that masturbation is for women only because they are more sexual than males. Now, I don't know where we live in this world where we feel that women are more sexual than males. Like, no, I'm not going to say women are sexual. They are. But males, you cannot tell me. Most dudes don't think what this boy down here. Let's be honest. Most guys don't think that way. So how the fuck are you going to say most guys ain't sexual? That is the most off the rip bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
Off the who?
Off the rip. That's the most bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
That motherfucker must not know how to pronunciate simple. Like, we're simple. That's the issue.
So the way you were saying that you got to come up with this off the crazy thing, he like went way off. Like he's like, let me finish this by saying most guys ain't sexual. No, they don't think about it.
It really sounds like he said it once when he was high with his boys, and it was like, he gay. Man, he gay. So he had to come up with like 14 books.
Right. It sounds like he was like
series.
He was like, I gotta justify this as far as I can go. I gotta even try to trick guys into thinking they're not as sexual as women. Like,
this motherfucker what is the part outside and cover some shit. Like, yeah, I like to bust my nut.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Go ahead, Des.
Hey, let him get one in. Bet he starts making consistent music.
Yes. Bet he starts spitting bars then. Fucking blow his load, he'll start spitting bars.
Hey, to bring it full circle, hey, Ben was still when he was beating his shit too. Someone put that out there. When he gave up porn, his ass shit went down faster than
Fucking disgusting right now. We're gonna talk about this next week too.
But anyways, I just feel like that it's insane. Like they even like think that guys they don't.
You know, you're probably right. That's probably his technique. Probably his exact technique. Do you think that he thinks of his grandma naked to stop him from?
It could be a tactic. I don't know.
It's probably exactly what he does.
I don't think there's many guys out there that are like consistently training themselves now how to nut.
Could you get me a beer?
Oh, good. Can't see.
Hey, listen, I'm going to complete other course.
That's
And myself. I am 100%.
But it just, I don't know. It's wild. It's a wild concept. I guess everybody has their own concepts, but I think he went far.
But I guess we won't hear news about Joey Badass like we heard about ASAP Rocky.
Don't know who that is either. But
Just know that he got Rihanna pregnant.
good for him. Out of what?
Hey, if he used the grandma, you think the first couple times he failed, it was really awkward for him?
There could be some interlining. There might be some interlining to this. I don't know, but
Bet you get grandma on the cheek no more.
But my point is, why do you even have at that point if you're not doing it to get to that point? Why do you even have sex? What is the purpose of it? Like, what are you doing? Like,
It's a hood ornament at this point.
right? Are you just doing it just because you don't want people to think you're fucking
Which
There's a
one,
lot. There's a lot.
I'm not gonna-
Hank
I'm not gonna.
Wilson.
Yay! Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. Like, if you're not doing it to get to that point, I don't understand why you're doing it. I don't think we don't all have. I know we don't have an answer. I don't expect us to have
like,
a real answer to this.
Now, well, that
doctrine
brings a whole weird.
Thugonomics.
That brings a whole weird dynamic.
Stop it.
That adds a whole weird dynamic. So, like, do you go into every encounter thinking that this is exactly what I'm gonna get every time? Like,
You do it till you get
guarantee-
fucking bored, and then I'm out.
what? Like, that's what I don't understand. So, like, what is if he's not doing it to finish? Normal people don't do it to finish, right? Finishing is just a part of the whole thing.
Maybe it's a calorie burn.
It's really a workout. It's just a workout. More
Cardio.
right.
Well, I'm pretty sure he can have access to any gym if he really wants to burn some calories. I just, I just don't think that. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, and I get it. Like you said, you gotta come up with these wild ass theories. But I think that's just something you should have kept to yourself. You didn't need to come out and show the whole world that you were doing some shit like this.
I would like a one-on-one with him and Clive.
He probably thinks Clive's the dumbest person in the world.
He probably does.
Good. UFC fucking 296.
Yes. Sign it up. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really have a good explanation. I just want to see your guys' reactions, and that was pretty good. Yeah. So Joey Badass? Nah, man. You gotta do better than that. Fucking live your life, bro. Let it go.
Be better. Be better, Joey. Be
Yeah.
better.
Let it out, man. Let it go.
Imagine that
Listen,
first chick
don't
really
fear
does.
the clarity. It's necessary.
Enjoy the moment, man. There's no reason not to enjoy the moment. Let it go.
Enjoy the moment.
I don't think his name should be Joey Badass anymore. Like, what do you think his name like goes down to? Like, at that point you ain't
Joey.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
You made it. You made it, baby.
It's getting used. That thing,
It
that
is.
sign's getting used.
It's like Jenna Jameson on a fucking Saturday night.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Two up, stop the distracts. She wouldn't beg to differ, though, right?
I told you I got to pick up the slack when you ain't here.
Right. There's some big shoes to fill in.
A lot of good plate, man. That's a tall order.
Speaking of washed up, anybody seen Tommy and Pam?
I have not.
I heard Pam just got divorced again, didn't she?
Damn, did that
This
happen?
is like
I was
the-
like, they just came
this-
over the show about them.
This is like the fifth. She just divorced her fifth husband or some shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Pam's been around the world, literally.
Been around the world. Nah, yeah.
Karaoke night's gonna happen
That's
one of these
right,
times.
baby.
All bad.
All right,
All
guys. All right, we're getting time. We're good. We got that line. No, we're good. All right. We got plenty of time for the draft, I guess. So, one of my favorite things to do
You make me sick, by the way.
is the draft. I had to check of the world. Is the draft. Do up. I like when you explain it. You're better at explaining the rules of the draft. I like when you do it. I don't know why, but no Thursday shit.
It sounds like you need a little bit of practice there, my guy. Get to it.
You're good. You got it. Just explain the draft. How we do it.
Sorry, I can't hear you right now. You're gonna have to speak more.
Damn, if he would have done that to me 3 weeks ago, I'd have been fucked.
Yo.
Nope, I'm not doing it. Go fuck yourself.
Come on, do up. Give us a hand. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so the draft order this time. It's been 2.5 months since we did it. The draft order this time is gonna go Dez first, me, then we're gonna hit Doo-Wop up, and then number 4 is gonna be Sox. The reason we picked this was because Sox has won the most out of everyone here, so he wanted number 4, so I let him have it. I think it's appropriate. Next time when Doo-Wop's in the studio, we'll do the little spinny of the wheel, and we'll make sure we pick it through that. But Doo-Wop, we couldn't put the wheel over your head. We didn't want to, get rid of you for any time during the show.
It went like dead center in the middle of this.
Huh?
Yeah, it's too big for that. I mean, it would cover the cameras.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
It's weird.
Get it. It's big. Get over it. Get to the fucking draft. All right.
Yeah.
All
We get it.
right. So this is basically like a snake draft. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth person
I'll be
gets
talking about this too.
the fourth person gets to stop. The fourth person gets to pick the first one on the second round, and goes backwards, obviously. So, with that being said, Des, we're gonna do the top quarterbacks of all time. Seeing the Super Bowl's coming up, felt like a little football thing going
Here
on.
comes Roethlisberger.
Whoa!
So the one rule that I made for myself, it has to be someone that I've heard of. So
Someone that I heard of.
this is
Okay.
gonna be super interesting. But I guess to start it off, I have to go with somebody that either does me right or lets me down, and I never know. Russell Wilson.
No, this is not going to work out the way I wanted it to.
So screwed his lineup.
Whoops.
But
My
anyways,
bad.
you guys know me. I'm taking the GOAT, Mr. Tom Brady.
Damn right now.
And you didn't have him on your list. That's why I said you make me sick.
Who? He's on my backups. I already knew you were.
Backups.
I already thought you were.
Backups.
No, I didn't write him down because I thought you were going to take him. I felt like there was no reason to write him down. You were going to take him.
Well, not
he's
today,
there.
motherfucker.
He's right there. Number 1 on the backups.
Back to backs.
You got back to backs. You got the nice setup.
Joe Montana.
Or home. I gotta write this down. We get nothing here. You just don't
You
take
don't
mine.
you don't not know what we said.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. No, I have to go back and watch the tape. All right. So Des, Russell.
Those listening at home, please don't mind the dead air here.
Sorry. Do up. You took Dan, right?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, I didn't get it right. Socks. All right, go ahead.
Joe
You already said
Montana.
You said Joe. Okay.
Peyton Manning.
Ooh, you done screwed my whole line up.
Okay.
Damn, he took fucking 5 head.
Okay.
God damn you.
Shovel face, I like to call him.
Oh Jesus.
All right, do up.
Ooh.
Do up's gonna throw one of the off the wall ones. I know he is.
No, not this early in the game. I can't do that.
I know you want your
Yeah.
boy. I know you want 12.
Yeah, he wants him on there, but I don't know if he's gonna throw him this early though.
Nah, I don't think so. Fuck. Me running.
There's still a lot of big ones up there that I figured.
That's what Des said.
What'd you say, do up? I think you broke up a little bit.
Technical difficulty.
On Patrick.
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes? You're breaking up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure you said Mahomes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry you're breaking up. I don't know why, but you're just breaking up. All right, I'm going to go Mr. Brett Favre.
Fucking
Fair enough.
And Des.
We're going with John Elway.
All right. I knew he was going to come off this one at some point. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. All right.
Me? Back to back?
No. That's me. That's
Fuck
me.
you looking at me for?
Sorry. I got a little confused.
Or wait. Or did I have another one?
Yeah, he goes back to back.
Oh.
You're right,
It's
you're
my
right,
turn to go
right,
back to
right.
back. Okay.
I'm like,
That's
damn,
right.
I know I'll take
I
my turn
haven't
yet.
done this before.
Sorry.
Come on, baby. Give me my
Drew Brees.
Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Drew Brees.
All right, Des, I like it. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
Wait, that motherfucker like the plague. Sorry, family.
Who the fuck do I get to pick again? Jesus Christ.
You're at the end. Remember, you gotta go all the way back now.
Dang.
I'm gonna take Mr. Jim Kelly.
I know who would not be taking Jim Kelly. Fuck.
My God, can you guys hear me? Like, am I still in?
Yeah, we can
All
hear you.
right.
Sorry.
So I'm going to be the only racist here and take Warren Moon.
That was I almost picked him.
Sure.
No, he was.
Opinion.
It was between Jim
Huh?
Kelly and it was between Jim Kelly and Warren Moon. It's on my sheet. I'll show you later.
Oh, whoa. Keep it in your pants, big boy.
It's not Thursday. You're good, bro.
Whoa there.
Socks.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Steve Young and Troy Aikman.
Woo!
Son of a bitch.
I know, but you just hurt the. All
I'm
right.
more prepared for these drafts than I have my own show.
You're always. I know you like a
Oh,
draft.
dang.
The drafts are fun. Doo-wop, who you gonna give us? The surprise pick?
Surprise pick. Both my two favorite options here are surprise picks, but I'm gonna go with Michael Vick.
Wow.
I can't believe you didn't pick 12.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even write him
No.
down on my list because I thought you were gonna take him.
Time list. I don't know how time list. Sorry.
Who do I want?
It's just
Who do
I can't pull the trigger. He fucking blew the playoffs for his team.
All right. That would never happen. I'm gonna go. Yeah. This would never happen. I'm gonna go with Mr. Kurt Warner.
Oh, you need that? You could use that if you want. Oh, I forgot you were about to pick Roethlisberger anyway.
Ew. Stop doing that to me.
All right.
Oh, you just gotta take fucking what is it? What the fuck is that goddamn guy's name? The one on. Never mind. Can't remember his fucking dumbass name.
What team?
Steelers. Terry
Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. He
I
got
had-
on his list.
I had him at 11.
He did. He had him numbered. I just wrote
I
down 8,
did.
but he had it numbered.
Oh wait, it's on me now.
Yep.
Oh,
Last one.
I'm the last one too. Wait, who got 7?
All right, I'll repeat it for you just so you know. I took Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Jim Kelly, and Kurt Warner. Dan Marino and Patrick Mahomes, Warren Moon, and Michael Vick went to Doo-Wop. Joe Montana went to Sox. Peyton Manning, Steve Young, and Troy Aikman. Yeah, he got. You can. There's a lot of.
All right,
haven't been
then,
touched.
yeah, I'm gonna go with. See, I'm not gonna take stock in the viewers at home to know that they.
I'm going to get fucked on this because all the people that
I'm gonna
listen
say
to this
Aaron
shit
Rodgers.
don't fucking know who half my fucking...
Oh, he took Aaron. See, that's who I thought Doo-Wop was going to pick, but.
But I'm the only one Brian Flores isn't saying right about. Oh, way to go, guys.
Who?
Brian Flores.
I don't know who that
You know
is.
who-
I'm sorry, I don't know who
You-
that is.
He's
He was
bad
a-
about his life. He said, I don't know who that is. The man that's trying to take down his whole organization.
Your favorite stepdaddy for the last 3 seasons. You know who he was.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was a hell of a coach, but
Yeah, well, guess what?
that's my.
Oh, he didn't die. Goddamn. He's still alive.
No, he's still alive. I just feel like he's never going to be a coach again. But that's for another show. You wanna talk about that show? You know, a little cheap plug there. Do what? Don't you got a sports show you do?
You want, I mean, it's kind of the same feel we got here, except for it's more so with sports. So, B4 Sports Talk. The shit. I don't know what else to say.
Check it out. They're awesome, by the way. I've listened to their first 2 episodes. They're awesome.
Hey, I want to remind everybody, I was 8-2
It was.
in my playoff.
You were
And I had-
super good on
I had
that.
all 3 prop bets correctly.
You were super good the one week, and then the following week you kind of went downhill. But
I sucked all
predict them
3
all, though.
weeks. I sucked all
Hey.
3 weeks.
50-50 week 2. We called the Odell touchdown. We called Brady losing and him retiring. Fucking Relax, there, buddy.
The Brady was a little halt though. It had you a little. He had you a little warm, a little. He had you.
I thought he was going to be like, oh yeah, I
Who
could
the
already
fuck
come
got
here.
Brady? You get Brady?
Season.
You know I get Brady. That's my guy. But you know, he's won me a lot of fantasies, a lot of games. But
Whoa.
not those kind of fantasies. Do up.
Wow. Really just straight 60.
Calm down.
12 o'clock.
Calm down, Duo. All right, guys. Did we figure out what you were gonna say? By the way, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I think it's time for us to get out of here. Duo, we're still trying to figure out what Dez is gonna say now because he don't necessarily need to spell out where we gotta go anymore. So if you could think of something that we can get Dez, we gotta get something for Dez to say at the end of the show.
I got an idea.
He's got an idea. I don't know if I necessarily want to know what the idea is.
So I don't gotta say what I gotta say, but
Okay, we'll discuss that. So we got some future plans coming up on what's going to be said at the end because I don't. Huh? That would really throw off what he's been trying to. But you know where you can. We got a new home. Check us out on Anchor. So new host for us. Nice little new host. No big deal. You can still find us on YouTube. You can still find us on Spotify, Apple. I don't know about the other websites, but I still have been seeing them posted on there, so I don't know how long it's going to last. Anyways, Des, I usually lead to you to where we can find how we can spell it and where you got to put it in the search engine, but
I guess what was being meant to say is I have to say, please drink responsibly, viewers at home.
yes, I'm so glad I didn't have to fucking say
so
that.
now we got to figure out something for Sock to say, so I don't know. And then we got to figure out something for Doo-Wop to say. No, Doo-Wop, you always got it. You can always end this right. What do you say before we get out of here?
Ah, shit!
You know what it is. Jeez.
Yeah, there we go. Doo-Wop, be safe on your trip home.
Boobs.
Hey, you're coming home tomorrow morning, right? Coming back to the land? We'll see.
Well, like 1:30ish.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Safe trip. We love you. Can't wait till you're back in the studio. Everybody else, thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for the donations.
Keep listening. We love you guys.
Thank you. Peace.
Out of here.